Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well and intensively preparing for your exams. So today we will discuss a question about celiac disease. I hope some of you have an idea about this condition. This is an autoimmune disorder, same like rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. So we'll start with our today's question. The nurse is teaching a group of clients about celiac disease. Will include which meal in the teaching plan? Very simple question. Just it's a teaching, like health education about food that should be included or which all the food should be avoided for a client who has celiac disease. This type of questions, when we will see, we feel very easy. But the tricky point in this question is that all the food options that they are giving as an answers for these questions might be very difficult, because some of the food options like modified things and we may not be able to understand, especially for the international nurses it might be difficult what this kind of food items. So I'm just requesting and recommend you to search these food options in the Google, so you will be understanding. You can just capture the photos and keep in your mind, okay, this food means that man, okay, this should be used or this should be avoided. That will help you to answer these kind of questions. Option 1, baked salmon with rice, steamed vegetables and dinner roll. Option 2, breaded pork chops, corn on the cob and steamed snowball peas. Option 3, grilled chicken, green beans and mashed potatoes. Option 4, spaghetti with Italian tomato sauce and meatballs. Wow, some of the delicious food items. Okay, we just said that celiac disease, it is an autoimmune disease. So when we are thinking about an autoimmune disease, you should know what is autoimmune disease. It is a disease in which our own immune cells will attack the healthy cells in our body. That will decrease our immunity level and will be end up with the disease and complications. So celiac disease, when you're thinking, one thing you should keep in your mind: all the clients who diagnosed with the celiac disease should be having the gluten-free diet. They should have a diet plan, and all the food what they are having, that should be gluten-free. They should be ensured when they are buying some foods from the supermarket, or when they are selecting the foods, they should see that label, okay, this is a gluten-free. Especially if you are cooking something in your home and you are modifying in a different way, you should understand all the things what I'm using to modify this particular food does not contain any of the gluten particles. If it has any of the gluten, what will happen? It will irritate your small intestine and the intestinal villi, and you will be showing the signs and symptoms of celiac disease. Sometimes if a small amount will not show the signs and symptoms, even though it may damages your intestinal villi. So I hope now you just got a idea about what is celiac disease and what should we do, what should not we do. Okay, we should avoid the gluten-free diet, and client can have only the client can have only the gluten-free diet, and the client should avoid the gluten contents in the food. It's clear? Now we will see the options one by one. Option 1, baked salmon with rice, steamed vegetables and dinner roll. Okay. So before discussing the options, I just want to let you know one thing. The easy way to remember what are the gluten-free diets or what are the things should be avoided is that we call a shortcut. It's called BRO. BRO means, B means barley, R means rye, O means oats and W is wheat. So these 4 items are the gluten containing products. So for a client who is diagnosed with celiac disease, we should ensure that they should be eliminated or avoided BRO. BRO means all these 4 food contents and its particles, or the modified products of these 4 contents should be avoided because they have a gluten content. We are providing gluten-free diet for the client who diagnosed with a celiac disease. So the option 1 containing baked salmon with rice, steamed vegetables and dinner roll. Oh, see the first one, it's baked salmon. So what are the things we will be used for baking? Sometimes it might be wheat, like we call like white and wheat products. So we cannot give. Even the baked salmon itself will remind us to think that this is a gluten containing one, so we can give. Then the rice is fine. There is no issue in that one. We should avoid rye. Then steamed vegetables. It's a perfect option. Again, one more thing, dinner roll. So we know that this kind of dinner roll that might contains gluten. Okay, maybe somebody will tell, okay, when I bought the product, I thought it doesn't contain. So what you can do that, you should ensure that the product label, it's mentioned as it's a gluten free. Then it's fine, you can. Otherwise, in this option, the baked salmon and dinner roll that may contain gluten, so we cannot recommend this food option to the client who diagnosed with celiac disease. I hope you understand, okay, what is gluten free and what are the products contains gluten. So we remove the option 1. Now the second option is breaded pork chops, corn on the cob and steamed snowfish. Okay. Anybody can guess what is the trick on this option? See here it says breaded pork chops. What we will be using to make that breaded pork chops? Like it might be marinated with the breaded proteins, that there are chances that may contain gluten products. But the other options in this one, like steamed snowpeas, okay, like that you may feel it's fine, but the breaded pork chops, it's not should be taken by a client, or we should not be recommend that options for the client. So although the meat, fish and poultry are permitted, marinated and breaded protein sources should be avoided, because corn and soap is appropriate selection for a gluten-free diet. Okay, just I want to ensure it. So we just remove the option 1 and option 2. So now our third option is grilled chicken, green beans and mashed potatoes. Okay, those who are listening me, what do you think? This option 3 is a good one. All the 3 food contents or the steps in this food plate, is it good for a client who diagnosed with the celiac disease, or is it a gluten-free? Yes, it's a gluten-free because it's a grilled chicken. We are not using any kind of wheat products to marinate. It's just grilled one we can use. Then green beans, there is no gluten in that. Then the mashed potatoes, that is acceptable food for a client with a celiac disease, or that is like a gluten-free product. So option 3 is our answer. Okay, this is a good option, and this all the 3 options, 3 selections in this food plate, it's good. It's gluten-free, the client can use. Next option is spaghetti with Italian tomato sauce and meatballs. Wow. Okay, pasta contains gluten, that should be avoided. Okay, spaghetti. Then here another one, what it's like, it's meatballs. Same like a dinner rolls, meatballs also we cannot ensure it's gluten free. So just check the labels and ensure. So we have eliminated all 3 options, option 1, option 2, option 4. Now our answer for this question is option 3, that is grilled chicken, green beans and the mashed potatoes. All other 3 options are good up to certain extent, or some of the selections in that 3 options are good, but not all are good. That's why we eliminate. So even like an international nurse like me, I have difficulty to find out the foodstuffs over here. That's why I ask and recommend you to just see the pictures and understand the ingredients, everything. When I am explaining this question, even I have difficulty why this spaghetti, okay, what it contains, or this breaded pork chops, what it's contains, how it is made, I don't know. So that's why I understand your difficulty. So just go through the pictures, store in your brain, understand the ingredients. I have seen many questions related to this food options. because some of the clients, when they will be admitting, they don't know they have gluten issues, or they might not be not diagnosed as the celiac disease. When some kind of allergy will develop, only we are going through the investigations and finding, and that's sometimes it's common, I have seen. So that's why I'm requesting and recommend you to see the food items. That will definitely help you. Even though you see it's a small question or it's a very simple question, these food options selections will definitely make us mad. That will create a difficult situation in front of us. So they're like, because the next April onwards, they're putting the questions in like a case scenario. So they might be giving a worst scenario, and they might be telling this client came, she might have this and this symptoms. They will not tell this client is diagnosed with a celiac disease. They will be telling 2 or 3 symptoms of celiac disease. So you should understand that. Then they will give the food options. So they will think, okay, this and just let's like a intestinal, or it's like a like upset stomach. It's nothing to do with this and this food steps. I can choose this as an answer. No, you should know. You should diagnose what is that condition. Then you should select the options. I wish you all the best. I hope you understand this question. If you have any doubts, please leave the comment box. Leave the message in the comment box. I can help you out. Bye bye.